and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm Rebecca Felgate and I live in the city of Toronto in Canada, which began development in 1793. I moved over from the city of London in England, which was founded in 43 AD. I always considered Toronto to be a new city, but actually it has hundreds of years behind it. I've always wondered what the next generation of cities will look like, but today I will wonder no longer as we discuss the top 10 future cities that are being built right now. Yes. Coming in at number 10, we have a Saudi super city, the King Abdullah Economic City in Saudi Arabia. The city's initials will be abbreviated to CAKE, which sounds delicious. Planned for completion in 2020, the city is located along the Red Sea and is 100 kilometers north of Saudi's current commercial hub, Jeddah. It will also be an hour and 20 minutes away from Mecca. CAKE will be bigger than Washington, D.C. and will include areas for industry, education, a central business district, a port, a sea resort, and residential areas. The city development is estimated to cost around $500 million and will create a potential 1 million jobs. Taking it to America at number 9, we have Destiny in Florida. Destiny is near Disney in Florida and is supposed to be a climate-positive development allowing for a population of 500,000 residents. The city was planned to be America's first eco-sustainable city, and development was supposed to start in 2011. 6 years later, and it still isn't ready. It's been met with a whole load of road bumps, including the site owner suing the development company. The city had planned to have its own university and longevity center, and developers wanted this space to rival that of Disney World. It was planned to be, I quote, Florida's greatest city, but it's now looking like a bit of a pipe dream. Perhaps America just isn't ready to go eco. Up next at number 8, we have Bismayah, new city in Iraq. Southeast of Baghdad, Bismayah plans to be the biggest city development project in Iraq's history. The city is planned for completion in 2021 and will be home to 600,000 people. The city will have clean running water, electricity, educational spaces, and religious spaces. Pictures taken on the 31st of July 2017 show the city in construction, and I'm really pleased because the country has suffered so much destruction in recent years that it's beautiful that they're building something new. Coming up next, we have a new tech city in India. We have the Gujarat International Finance Tech City, or GIFT for short. India's population is on the rise. By 2050, it is set to double, which is crazy. Obviously, the country needs more cities to house its citizens and infrastructure to create jobs for the swelling population. GIFT is one of 100 smart cities planned to be built around the year 2022 at a cost of $1 trillion. This city aims to compete with Mumbai. Much of India's population lives in poverty and terrible conditions. GIFT wants to promote quality of life and be a hub city to rival many across the globe. Coming in at number 6, we have Masdar City in the United Arab Emirates. A CNN article in 2016 titled Masdar City: The Ultimate Urban Experiment discussed the radical vision for sustainability in the Abu Dhabi desert. Masdar will rely on solar energy and renewable sources, and while the city has not yet been finished, it is already home to the Masdar Institute of Science and Technology. The city is near the Abu Dhabi airport and 30 minutes away by car to Abu Dhabi itself. The city aims to be pedestrian friendly and radically has banned cars in its initial planning. Instead, there will be public transit and something that really excites me: personal rapid transport. This gives riders personal electronically guided podcars to traverse the city. You need to see these, they look so cool and really futuristic. Podcars. I am all about the next 3 on this list. Coming in at number 5, we have Exceed 4000 in Japan. If these plans were ever to come into fruition, the Exceed 4000 would be one of the world's first cities in the sky. Planned in the mid-90s for downtown Tokyo, the Exceed would have been a hyper building 800 floors high. A cloud poker if ever I saw one. I personally wouldn't feel good about living 2 miles in the sky because what about fire? The designs were inspired by Mount Fuji, and the building would have been big enough for 1 million inhabitants. So it turns out that the 13,000-foot building was never truly a serious concept. It was more of a ploy to gain coverage for the building firm, and it certainly did that. These days, such a building would cost between $479 billion and $1.4 trillion. When we get to the trillions, I really lose all concept of monetary value. A similarly crazy, big, expensive project that has never quite got started. At number 4, we have Crystal Island in Moscow. On track to be the biggest building in the world, Crystal Island would indeed be a city in one building. The exterior would be solar responsive with solar panels and would also house wind turbines. turbines. There would also be an integrated park with ice skating in the winter. The building was planned to be able to fit over 12 million people inside, which is outright insane. Sadly, the ginormous project lost funding in 2009 and is yet to pick up new investment. Coming in at number 3, we have the Ziggurat project in Dubai. Shaped like a pyramid, Ziggurat is planned to be a sustainable super building covering 2.3 square kilometers. Aiming to begin building in 2021, Ziggurat is designed to house 1 million people. It even plans to have a horizontal and vertical transport system. The building will use steam power and wind turbines to harness natural energy. This structure will also house many green outdoor spaces, and to be totally honest, it just looks pretty cool. Coming in at number 2, we have Rawabi in the West Bank of Palestine. Palestine wants Rawabi to be its beacon of hope in more ways than one. Situated 20 kilometers north of Jerusalem, Palestine wants the so far half-built city to be a symbol of confidence and hope for the future. The city is being designed to encourage pedestrians and would house cinemas, playgrounds, an amphitheater, and business opportunities. The city so far has been the largest private sector project in Palestinian history. Finally, at number 1, the strangest future city on this list, we have CITE, CITE, America's $1 billion ghost city. What? In dry, dusty New Mexico, researchers are building a real-life 15-mile sim city that replicates your average American town. The dummy city will contain offices, alleys, parks, houses, a store, a gas station, churches, restaurants, and even a simulation highway. Called a rural laboratory, CITE will be used to simulate new technology without using real cities as guinea pigs. For example, CITE will be used to test driverless trucks and cars, and also drone deliveries and security systems. Basically, it will be testing all of the things we need when planning cities and urban life in the future. I love it. I think I'd love to run around this city and just cause chaos. Yes. So as you can see from this list, cities of the future are going to be focused on generating greener energy. I can totally get on board with that. I feel like we do need to go green. It's also really interesting to see what countries are focusing on development. The Middle East, for example, looks set to be huge. So guys, before we end this video, do let me know what you would include if you were designing a city. For me, I would focus on arts and sustainability, like theatre in a glorious garden. Yes! Thank you guys for watching this video. If you found it educational and you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a good thumbs up, share with a friend, and stay subscribed to Most Amazing Top 10. I'll see you guys next time.